Welcome to our St. Augustine trip. We stay in the Daytona Beach, Florida area, so we decided to take a day trip north to St. Augustine. You can find the link to our Daytona Beach trip in the description below. We left our condo in Ormond Beach and stopped at our favorite coffee shop, Cool Beans. Cross the Matanzas River and the inlet near Fort Matanzas, where we will stop later on the way home. We parked in the parking garage behind the Visitor Information Center. There are penny presses throughout the city, which I love. The Visitor Center was beautiful inside, and an employee gave us a thorough rundown of the city's history and walking routes to take through it. We started through the Old City Gates, down St. George's Street, to the Plaza de la Constitución. We entered the Cathedral Basilica of St. Augustine after being told if we aren't Catholic going in, the AC might just make us Catholic by the time we leave. Leaving the Basilica, we headed toward the Spanish Military Hospital Museum, which unfortunately was closed. So we went down to Avienda Menendez to find some lunch at Me Hands Irish Pub, which had the most spectacular views of the Matanzas River from their upper deck. After lunch, our next stop was Castillo de San Marcos National Monument, which is $15 per adult ticket, which is valid for 7 days, and children 15 and under get in free. We enjoyed learning about the history and process of building the fort, which was created to withstand siege. After trekking the Castillo, we stopped for a coffee break at City Perks Coffee Company and headed back to the car through the Old City Gates. We were sweating our butts off, so we toured the rest of the city by car. Most notably, we passed Flagler College, which has to have the most beautiful campus in the entire country. Previous trip in 2023, we stopped at the St. Augustine Distillery for the #1 bourbon tour in North America, the Spirit of Florida Bourbon Experience Tour. At $35 a person, we learned about the craft of making bourbon while tasting the different varieties they sell. The bourbon connoisseur of the family, my dad, bottled his own bourbon. How fancy! After leaving St. Augustine, we stopped at Fort Matanzas National Monument, where you take a 4-minute ferry ride across the river to the fort. The inlet has moved from where it used to be, so you don't really get an exact view that the soldiers would have seen, but if you climb the ladder to the top, you get a pretty amazing view. Thanks for watching, and of course, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget, the link to the Daytona Beach, Florida area trip is in the description below. Bye!